Hello. Hi, everybody. Fabi here. Welcome to another IELTS Journey with Fabi. And here at IELTS Journey with Fabi, we talk about everything and anything IELTS, okay? Lots of information for the IELTS test, okay? And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Fabi. I'm an English teacher, and I help people get the score they need on the IELTS test and do the test only once. No one should be doing the IELTS test more than once, okay? So if you would like to tell me where you're watching this from, okay, I'd love to know where you're watching this from. Usually Colombia is the most popular country. All right, okay, so you can let me know in the chat where you're watching this from. So today we're gonna talk about a topic that lots of people are interested in and afraid of. Okay, so I'm going to answer this question today. Is your English good enough for the IELTS test? So if you are worried about your English level, write it in the comments. Me. Okay. So someone will take the CFE, maybe FCE, isn't it? FCE, cool, FCE test. Oh, exciting, yeah. You're gonna take the FCE test. Cool. Have you been studying? All right, FCE is a very good exam. FCE would be about a 6.5 on the IELTS test. So if you pass that, okay. Yeah, so lots of people are worried about their English. Okay, so today I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to help you check your English level just to make sure, okay, you are at the right place. And also, of course, guys, some people are really worried and really afraid of taking the test. So it's a combination of being worried about their own level and being afraid of taking the test. Okay, it's two things going on here, and we are going to talk about that today. Okay, so the person who's going to do the FC, how are you feeling? Let us know. I'm crazy about exams, especially Cambridge and IELTS. Yeah, I really like exams. I really do. Okay, I've taught them and I've done most tests. Okay, pressure of time pressure. Yeah, same thing with the IELTS test. And how do we fix that? With practice, practice and strategies, both. All right, okay, so let's get started. So being afraid. Okay, so some people are telling me, so if you are worried about the IELTS test and afraid, you can put your hand up or just say me. Okay, because lots of people are. Like, I don't know his name, but yeah, he said pressure. Okay, so we do feel worried. Okay, guys, we feel quite worried, and it's completely normal to have fear, to be worried, to be anxious. It is completely fine. It's a normal reaction. What we have to do is to think about that. Why am I worried? Why do I have fear? Okay, and then you would be able to overcome that. Okay, guys, then you are able to overcome that. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay, so fear is completely normal, okay, especially because you're going to do the test, especially it's your first time doing the test. Okay, when I did my IELTS test, I was worried. I was worried about the reading part because from experience, my reading varies a lot, personally speaking. So that would be because I practiced a lot of reading when I was studying for the CPE exam. Okay, that's the biggest part, okay, of my practice was for the CPE exam, which is the last level of Cambridge. Okay, so when I did that test, okay, when I was studying for it, sometimes I would get a C, other times I would get an A, and then I'd get a C, B, A, C, and I was like, oh my God, what's going on? But it's just each person will have their weaknesses, and reading is my weakness. And it's funny because I love reading. I love reading, but reading is my weakness because if the text is not interesting, I might not pay that much attention. If it's interesting, even if it's difficult but interesting, I'll get a high score. So it's something really personal. Okay, so when I went to do the IELTS test, I was worried because I was like, oh my God, what if I have a bad day that day? Because with the IELTS, for the CPE exam was like good days and bad days, good topics and bad topics, which is completely fine, right? So when I went to do the test, I was really worried. I managed to get a 7.5, which is a high score for some people, but for me it was like, oh my God, I'm a teacher and I got 7.5. Okay, but it was on the day, that's how I was feeling, and but I got a high score. When I did the test, I needed 4.5. So it was a very high score. Okay, so that's it. So each person will have their weaknesses. But then, even though I was worried, even though I had a little bit of fear, all I could think of was, even I know I got some low scores in the past, but I also got some high scores, which means I can do it. I know how to do it. So I'm just going to use my strategies and power through and do it. And I did it. And I got a good score. Okay. I got a good score. 7.5 is a good score. It's a very good score. And at least, and the most important thing is not really about the good score or bad score. It's really about, did I achieve what I needed? Yes, I did. And that was fine. Okay, so even though you have that fear, guys, just keep thinking about it, So just keep thinking about it. And would you be able to to achieve what you need? Okay, so that's something that you guys have to think about. We all have fears, and it's completely normal. But the most important thing, I think, is to recognize your fear and work on that. And that's what I did. Okay, that's what I did. And it worked. Okay, so, and again, and lots of my students are the same also. Okay, so that's just telling you that being scared is fine, being worried is fine. But now, the question today is your English good enough? Is your English good enough? If you are asking this question, it's because you probably don't know. Okay, and a lot of people don't know their level and think their English is not good enough. What is your level? Do you know your level? Put it in the comments. What is your level? What's your level? Okay? Because sometimes you say, oh, my English is not good enough. But you're saying this because that's what you think. That might not be the reality. Okay? So someone said B2. Okay? So you are B2 and you're going to do the FC. So you are in the right level. Okay? I don't think that I need to improve my level. But Alex, what is your level, Alex? What is your level? What is your level? B2, B2, B1, okay. All right, so you kind of know your level. Okay. Are you 100% sure about your level or no? How do you feel? You think or you're sure? Who told you? B2, okay. Who told you your level? So if you are B1, you are about a 5 on the IELTS test. If you are B2, you're about a 6 on the IELTS test. Okay, so no, that's it. So guys, the first thing you have to do is to check your level. Check your level. Oh, I think I'm B2. I think I'm B1. You have to check your level. All right? And the best way to check your level is through a placement test or through the IELTS test. Okay, did some tests, good. Okay, you did some tests, nice. Okay, and it's quite easy actually to check your level for reading and listening. Kind of hard for speaking and writing because you need someone to help you, right? But the first thing, okay, oh, my level is not good enough. What is your level? Sometimes you think your level is not good enough. If you're telling me your level is a B2 and you need a 6, I'm gonna say, wow, you might get the score you need quickly because that's the level. But again, sometimes we are B2 in listening and reading and B1 in speaking and writing. That's common too. We have to know that. Okay. And again, here in Australia, guys, I tell my lots of my students here, they need a job. And they come and tell me, oh, Fabi, I need a job. I want to apply for this specific job, but my English is not good enough. That's what they say. Oh, I would like to apply for that job, but my English is not good enough. Oh, I saw this job on the internet. I wanted to apply, but my English is not good enough. And then I say, stop. Stop what you're saying. Just stop right now. Why are you saying your English isn't good enough? And they say, oh, because I talk to people. People sometimes don't understand me. I don't understand people. And I said, look, the person who's going to decide if your English is good enough or not is your boss. The person who's going to decide is your boss. So you're going to go to the job interview. And if the person interviewing you says, oh, your English is not good enough, bye-bye, now you know. But I was just talking to some students last week, and they actually said, and one student said, oh, I'm not going to apply for the job. One person is working in a restaurant, and she said, oh, they need people in the restaurant. And one person said, oh, I would love to apply, but my English is not good enough. And then she's like, we're in the same class, we're the same level, and I work there. Why can't you work there? I was like, no, my English is not enough. And then I looked at her and I looked at the girl, and she said, look, 1 month ago, my boss interviewed a person. And this person said, my English is not good enough. And the boss said, okay, let's try. Within 1 month, the person improved already. So, you see? Okay, guys. So, sometimes we think it's not good enough. Oh, I need to improve. Lots of people say here, not good enough. I took the IELTS 2 years ago, 6.5. Okay, 6.5 is about B2. Okay, so you're right. Yeah. So again, guys, we have to think about that. What is your level? What score you need? Okay, so I think the best thing to do, I ask people what's your level, but I know sometimes it's difficult to know exactly their level. Okay, so that's why when I start with my students, the first thing they do an IELTS test to know their score on the IELTS test. Okay, and then the next step is, okay, I think I'm B2, and I did the reading and I got a 6. Perfect. I am a B2. Or I think I'm B2, but I did the reading and I got a 5. Oh my God, maybe my reading level is a bit lower. And then the next question is, what score do you need? Guys, if your level is B2, you do a practice IELTS, you get a 6, and you need a 6. Is your English good enough? Yes, it is. It is good enough, because you just have to check. Okay, guys. So I think that people don't have a lot of information. They don't know how the test works. They don't know the levels. They don't know the score they need. Okay, and then they say, oh, my English is not good enough. And then you get a 6 on the IELTS and you need a 5. Is your English good enough? Of course it is. Of course it is. Okay, so we have to think about that. And again, guys, it's a process. It's a process. Okay, you won't know if it's good or bad if you don't try. If you just stay here thinking, oh my God, I don't know. All right, okay. So it's true, in an interview, they're focused in your skills as a worker, not your English, because they think you know, maybe, possibly at a job interview, yes. And I had a student here in Australia. He was from Italy. I think he's back in Italy now. He was from Italy, and he liked to talk. And he was my student at pre-intermediate level. So kind of low level. And people who are pre-intermediate would be about A2. It's hard to communicate. But this guy, he liked to talk so much that he improved his English so quickly. And he got a job at a restaurant. It's like, I need to practice my English. I'm going to get a job at a restaurant. And he got the job. Not kidding. In 2 months, the guy was like Beecher because he was trying so hard. And he said, I like to talk. I need to communicate in English. And then he improved very, very quickly. All right, guys. So just think about that. Okay. So if you think your level is not good enough, it's because maybe you haven't checked your level yet. You first have to check your level. If you tell me, Fabi, I'm B1 and I need a 7, which is a C1, I will tell you, okay, let's check. And then you do a practice test and you get a 5, but you need a 7. I'm going to tell you, yes, your English is not good enough at the moment, but you can improve. And you need to improve 2 points, which is a lot, but you can do it. I think it's quite easy for people to go from 5 to 6. Takes a little bit longer to go from 6 to 7 because from my experience as a teacher, it's easy for people to go from intermediate to upper intermediate. But when people get to upper intermediate, they can communicate quite well. But then what they have to do is just polish and start using grammar that is not that common, vocabulary that is not that common, and then they go to the next level, which is a 7 or an A1. Sorry, A1, C1. Okay, so guys, that's it. So today we're talking about actually answering the question, reflecting on the question. Is your English good enough? We are talking about that today. All right, that's what we're talking about. Okay, so I'm going to take some notes here. So the first thing you do, okay, is to check your level. Check your level. We already talked about that. So some people said, I'm B1, let's say. And some people said, I did a test recently, I'm a B1. B1 is intermediate level. Okay, so you know your level, perfect. Now the question is, actually let me write this on the board here. Can you see my board? I'm gonna write here. Yeah, okay, so the question is, so what is your level at the moment? Okay, B1. Let's say you think your level is B1. Oh, I think my level is B1. I think. Okay, you have to check. You can check through a proper placement test, or you can just try the IELTS test. Just do a practice test, and then you're gonna check. Let's say you do a reading and a listening, which are the easiest ones that you guys can have access to. You don't need feedback, right? So let's say in the reading you got 5, and the listening you got 5. Perfect. If your level is B1, it's like intermediate, and if you got a 5, it's like intermediate. Cool. So your level is B1, and when you practice for the test, you're also B1. Nice. What's the next step? What score you need? And then you come and tell me, well, Fabi, I need a 6 on the IELTS test. I need a 6. So clearly, Fabi, is my English good enough for the IELTS test? Not at the moment. Then you have to start practicing. Then you have to create a plan. Okay, then you have to create a plan and start practicing. Because remember, and again, this is just reading and listening, okay, guys? I'm just using reading and listening as an example because speaking and writing would require someone to check your work. So if you have someone to check your work, perfect, okay? And again, my recommendation is always to get a teacher who has experience with the IELTS test. Because if you get someone who doesn't have experience, the person will just give you general feedback. And the person might not even be able to tell you your score, okay? So that's why I'm just using reading and listening as an example. But it's a good start. It's a good start, okay? So you are a 5 at the moment and you need a 6. What do you do? Put it in the comments. What do you do? What is the next step? Okay? So the thing you need to do is you have to make a plan, guys. You have to make a plan. Make a plan and start studying. Okay? And again, one of the things that I talk about all the time is Organization. Oh my God. I need this here. Sorry. I need this microphone. Organization. You need organization. I forgot the microphone. I can't believe I forgot the microphone. Guys, if you go watch this on YouTube later, maybe the sound would be a little bit low. Okay. So, organization. Organization is the most important thing right now because you need to be organized so you can achieve your score. You can achieve your score. Okay. So, how do you organize yourself? Okay. And then let's say that you try the listening and reading, you go, oh my God, yes, my level is 5, I need a 6. And then you do the right thing and you look for help. You look for help. Remember, when we look for help, it makes your IELTS journey shorter. I told you before, people who do it alone, it takes them longer to get where they want to get. Okay, guys, it takes people longer. I get lots of people who have been trying by themselves and did a test lots of times, and then come to me and go, Fabi, I did a test 3 times. Okay, how are you studying? By myself. Oh no, it's been 6 months. Oh no, do the right thing. Look for a professional. And then you are going to talk to the person. And then you're going to do a writing and a speaking practice. And probably the person is going to say, oh, you are 4.5. 4.5. But why 4.5, Fabi? Usually, when we start our IELTS journey, writing and speaking is a bit lower than listening and reading. It's normal, guys. It's normal. It's normal. Okay? Completely fine. It can happen. So you go, oh my God. So I need to improve 1 point in reading and listening, and then 1.5 points for writing and speaking. But let me tell you one thing. With my students, the first thing I do is just to talk about strategies. And sometimes strategies will get you half a point. And then, of course, we have to work on your English. What to work on your English. And then you can ask yourselves, oh my God, I'm studying for the IELTS test. Is my English improving? Guys, if you're studying for the IELTS test, if you're practicing for the IELTS test, how do you know if your English is improving? Write it in the comments. How do you know if your English is improving? How do you know? Okay, so you're there, you're a B1, around a 5, and you start practicing. You get someone to help you, you do a course, I don't know, and then you start practicing. How do you know if your English is improving? Check your scores. Let's say that you do another reading test and you get a 5. Are you improving? No. Yeah, so practicing the mock and getting a higher score. Yes. And you feel more confident. I'm going to talk about that later. The confidence. And then you do another one and you get 5.5. Are you improving? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So again, guys, with my students, we keep track of everything. We're very organized because if you're not organized, you don't know where you are. Am I improving? Am I not improving? I don't know. You have to know if your English is good enough or not. You have to keep track of that. Have to keep practicing and keeping track and checking all the time. Check, 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 check. And then you do another one and you get a 6. Wow, you get a 6. You're there already. Is your English good enough? Now it is. Now your English is good enough. And how do you know? And you did it all by yourself, of course. You need someone's help. You need someone to guide you. Okay, you need someone to guide you through this process, to keep telling you, because sometimes, so for example, my students, if they do a 5 and they get a 5 again, I check their work with them and I go, oh my God, let's check what you're doing wrong. And again, working on your strengths and your weaknesses. I help them. Hey, this is good, keep doing it. This is not good, improve. And then, ta-da! In my course at the moment, one student, first time she tried the listening, 6. She needs a 7. She got a 6. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. 6. Oh my God. And then practiced again. We talked about strategy. She tried to improve her English. 1 week later, 7 in listening. 1 week later, 7 in listening. Because she wasn't scared of her level at all. She just tried. Oh my God, it's a 6. I need a 7. How am I going to get there? I told her how to. In 1 week, guys, she got a 7. 1 week. You see? That's it. And as was mentioned here before, you become more confident. Look, 5, 5.5, 6, you're improving. And that improves your confidence. And when you are confident, you are not as scared. You don't have as much fear when you are confident. But you have to be confident. And how do you build confidence? Through practice, guys. You build confidence through practice. Okay, because if you don't practice, you don't know. And again, I don't want you to try to find out your level through the real test. Don't spend 400 Australian dollars on the test to find out your level. You can practice. Get a professional, get someone who knows the IELTS test well. And this person, if the person knows the test well, this person will give you a practice test that is authentic. That's another thing. We have to work with authentic materials because sometimes people get some tests, and these tests they are either too hard or too easy. And that's not what you want. You want something that is very, very authentic and that you can do and know your exact level. All right. And that will help you with your confidence. And you won't be as scared. You won't think your English is not good enough. And then if you show me this, a 6, if you show me a 6, and then if you tell me, Fabi, I need a 6, and I got a 6 in the reading. Perfect. Perfect. But then I usually tell my students, well, if you need a 6, let's practice a little bit more and try to get to a 6.5, just to be sure. And then, yeah, if you're already a 6, maybe you can improve even more. You can improve even more. You see, so again, you start this process worried, scared. But when you start practicing and you start noticing things and you start improving, your confidence improves. And you are way more likely to get a higher score if your confidence is high. Way, way more likely. Okay. And if I were you, I would celebrate the 5 to 5.5. And I would celebrate the 5.5 to 6. Like I told you, one of my students in the course at the moment, she improved 1 point in 1 week. I've seen lots of people do that. Lots of people do that. But some people don't. But are you going to cry just because you didn't improve 1 point in 1 week? No, 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 no. You are going to celebrate even the half a point because that will keep you going. And again, working with your confidence, working with your confidence always, always, always. Okay. And you keep improving, 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 and getting feedback. And again, guys, this can be easy to do with the reading and listening, okay, but speaking and writing you need someone to check it for you. It's impossible for you to know your level if you don't have anyone checking it for you. Okay, so if you're going to do the IELTS test, get the help of a professional, someone who knows the test well, because maybe you get someone who doesn't know the test well and the person will tell you, oh yeah, you're a B2. You go, yeah, I'm B2, go do the test. 5, B1. You don't want that to happen. And then your confidence will be here. You can't even see my hand anymore. Okay, guys. That's why I don't want my students to fail the test. And that's why my students do the test only once. That's why they have to talk to me before they book the test. That's why. Because I don't want them to fail. Because if you fail on the real test, if you lose all that money, your confidence will go down. Okay, and that's why I think that You should not be doing the test if you're not ready. And how do you know if you're ready? You need someone to have a look at your level. 100%. 100%. Okay. Do you have any questions for me, guys? I think we managed to talk about the journey. What do you think? Your IELTS journey. Do you have any questions for me? I'm gonna go over the questions. Okay, I'm gonna go back because I saw there were some questions. Okay, let me see. Would you help me improve my English? Yes. So, yes, I can help people improve their English, of course. I'm very good at that, actually, improving your IELTS score and your English level. Let me see. Any other questions? Okay, writing topics can be a problem. What else? B2. I need to improve my English. Yeah. Improve my level. Yeah. But again, guys, you need to improve your level. We all need to improve, but it's good to know what is your level and what is your goal. Remember, one of the first things you have to know is what score do you need? What's the score? Because if you don't know your score, it becomes really difficult. Okay. Okay. I feel that I'm stuck in that level. Yeah. So you need probably someone to help you. Okay. And I feel that when it comes, if you feel stuck in a level, okay, a nice way to improve would be, of course, getting feedback. Usually, speaking and writing are the best ways for a professional to help you improve because the person can see your level right there and can see your mistakes. And for example, with my students, sometimes they don't make a lot of mistakes, but everything is really simple. So, two things I do: I fix their mistakes. And sometimes, if something is quite simple, I help them improve that. That's two things you can do. Okay, two things we do. Uh huh. Okay. I took the IELTS test. I got 6.5 2 years ago. Yeah, so 6.5 would be about a B2. And again, and remember, guys, with the IELTS test, you have 4 parts. So, like I said before, maybe you can be a 5 here and a 5.5 somewhere, 4.5 somewhere else. And some people need overall scores, some people need overall plus in each part. So, be careful with that. Okay. My English not good enough. How do you know? Not good enough for what? Jacques. Your English is not good enough for what? Check your level. Check the score you need on the IELTS test. And then come and tell me whether your English is good enough or not. Okay. I don't want anyone saying my English. Just say, oh, I'm not sure I'll be able to get the score I need today. Maybe say that. Or, I need to know what score I'll get today. That's what you have. Don't say my English is not enough. Don't say that, guys. Stop saying that, okay? um, okay, we talked about that one already. Let me see any more questions here. I'm afraid of using that kind of advanced grammar, and people maybe don't understand what I want to say. Idioms, okay. Yeah. Why are you afraid? Well, if you use it incorrectly, people won't understand you. But if you use it correctly, people will. I'm sure of that. Don't be scared. Try. Guys, it's all about try and error. Okay. Keep trying. Keep trying. What else? Let me see. Practicing mock tests and getting higher score. Build confidence. We talked about that one, I think. Turning your weaknesses into strengths. Yes. Great thing. Yes. So we will get some things that we're not very good at and we try to improve them. Okay. We always try to improve them. Okay, any other questions here? Let me see, let me see, let me see. IELTS journey always scared me. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Okay, guys. Oh my God. I was talking to some students yesterday and they were saying, oh, the IELTS test is so difficult. It's not. The IELTS test is not difficult. People make it difficult. It's a simple test. I'm not going to say it's easy, but it's simple. And once you understand it, you just practice. Like I just said, you just practice. And then you keep improving and improving and improving and you get there. You will get there, guys. I've helped lots of people. I've helped so many people. Okay, guys, so many people. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Hi, Fabi from Peru. Hello, Peru. Where could I take a placement test? Um, Again, placement tests are tricky, okay, because some are very good, some are very bad. And the easiest ones will test basically your listening and your reading, okay? If you just go to Google and write placement test, Cambridge, you will find one that is good. It's good. It's not amazing, but it's good. Okay. But remember, when you do these tests, you're basically just checking your either grammar and vocabulary, or you're going to be checking your listening and your reading. But you also have to check your speaking and your writing. But it's a start. It's a start. Okay. It's a start. Any more questions? Let me see. Greetings from Malta. Hello, Malta. Okay, guys, any more questions for me? Any more questions for me? We got lots of questions today. Good. Any more questions? No? All right. Okay, guys. So I'm going to go now. But again, just think about it. Today we talked about people saying my level is not enough. How do you know that? Double check that. Triple check your level. Check your level. Know the score you need. Where you at? Make a plan. And then you'll be able to achieve your goals. Get help. Get help. Okay, guys, get help. Get someone to help you in your IELTS journey. Okay? Because it makes it shorter. Especially if you are scared. Like some people said, I'm scared. My IELTS journey is scared. Guys, get someone to guide you. Oh, I'm so scared going alone. Don't do it alone. Don't go alone. Don't go alone. Go together. Go in group. I have a big group now. We did a grammar lesson this morning in my course. We had a big group and we're all helping each other and talking. On Saturday, we had a special speaking class. We're all helping each other and talking to each other. We don't have to do it alone, guys. You don't have to do it alone. Okay. And remember, you deserve to live your dreams. Okay, you deserve it. You deserve it. All you have to do is take the first step and ask for help, because that will make your journey more pleasant and shorter. You're welcome. Someone said obrigado, de nada. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Send me a message if you have any extra questions or anything. All right, I'm gonna go now. All right, but I'll be back next week with you guys for another amazing topic. Okay, someone said I will do another test again in October. Please help me. Okay, send me if you need help, guys. If you need personal help, send me a message on Instagram. All right, okay, dokie. All right, I'm gonna go and I'll see you. Bye.